locations for work. So I'm not going to be in my area. I'm leaving my area, just like I did the last test. I'm not going to be replying to chat that much. It is here on the side of me, so I could see it this time, but I'm going to focus on driving. If I'm at a red light, then maybe. But yeah, so enjoy the view. This is my phone, so nothing fancy. And yeah, it's mostly dashboard, I guess. Oh, let's go. I'm actually running late. I normally start work at 8 o'clock. It's already 7:34. So, and this mount is a little bouncy, so it's not going to be the best. I do have my original. What's going on here? I don't like that turning off thing. I do have my original. Good morning, crafty visage. Sorry about that. The text is very small on the phone. So I'm just testing the car's Wi-Fi. I found out my new car has a hotspot in it, like a modem. So I turned it on to test it, and the sun's gonna probably kill you guys, so let me flip it. So I'm testing the car's Wi-Fi. It's not that good in my neighborhood, but I'm going to work, and I'm gonna be going to 2 different areas. So I wanna see how the Wi-Fi is in those suburbs. So I'm in the Chicago area, I'm in Illinois, I'm up north, just south of Wisconsin, and AT&T is not the greatest right now. And that sun is killing. All right. So as soon as I could read the text, that's what I'll call you. Again, I don't like using the phone because everything's so small, but it's the easiest setup right now in the car. I had the multiple cameras, I had everything, but there's no chat, so I can never even tell if anyone's in the room. And right now, I'm not in a position to put, computers and all that stuff in the car, which it is coming. If this Wi-Fi works, there will be a laptop mount in my car. It just happens, I'm running late to a meeting. I just got to pull over and take the meeting on my phone. I'd rather take the meeting on my laptop. And why does it feel like my heater is on? Something is burning. All right, my seat is hot, so I guess my seat has a heater. Getting used to a newer car. I have a well, it's in the body shop because I got into an accident. I have a 2008, very basic, car. I'm in a 2020 now. The steering wheel is heated, so it feels weird holding onto the steering wheel when it starts warming up. Right now, I must have hit something. I think that's my seat. My seat is heated. The seat is actually heating my back right now, and it's weird to me. And I don't remember turning this on, so I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, wait. I think I accidentally hit this button. Okay, so I think I turned off the seat heater. Whew. So it's cell data. So you know how your phone has cell data? Apparently a lot of these newer cars, I guess, have built-in maybe like SIM cards or something, like a modem, where there's cellular data in the car. You have to pay for it, but I guess they never turned it on for this car. So I'm getting a 3-month or 3 gig trial, whichever runs out first. I'm gonna say the 3 gigs because I'm excessive. So I activated the free trial. Here in the US, we have some major carriers, so it's with T. I'm driving a Ford. So basically, my car has Wi-Fi. That's one way of thinking about it. So instead of you having like a hotspot that you carry with you to locations, My car is now a hotspot, and they claim up to 30 feet away from the car. So let's say you take the car to like a picnic ground and there's tables not too far away. You'll have Wi-Fi from your car. It seems weird to me at first, because if you think about it, everyone has a cell phone. Everyone has hotspots on a cell phone. But not everyone has like unlimited data. A lot of times with your phone, if you do have unlimited data, they slow it down after a certain amount of time. I need to find those details with the car, because they're claiming I could get unlimited data. It's cheaper than a hotspot for me, because our hotspots are like $56 a month. Right now, if I activate it, because they're trying to push you to take the deal, it's like $20 a month to have internet in my car. And again, a lot of people be like, why? You have it on your phone. Well, myself, in the job that I am in, and sometimes I'm on the road, I might have someone calling me. It might be an emergency. You know, we might be getting hacked. I mean, if I could just pull over, bring out my laptop and start working, that could be an advantage, in my opinion. Plus, again, if you know me, I love streaming. I used to live stream a lot, but I stopped. I do a lot of just regular videos, but I used to live stream a lot in my original channel, and it was a pain. You know, I had to have a hotspot in the car. I had to have a laptop, a web camera, all this stuff. And now you can just do it from your phone, which is easy. That's why I'm doing it today. But yesterday I had 2 cameras in my car with suction cup mounts, and I was trying to do the Wi-Fi. I was using a Mevo app with the Mevo cameras, and it looked kind of crazy in the car. I forgot to take a video of all the cameras or all the setup, but it looked kind of crazy in the car. But that's what I used to love to do. I was at like 2009, 2010, and you know, I would drive around and show everyone the road. The sun is really bad right now, so I'm just gonna leave it this way on me. The mount's in a bad position for using it this way, but the whole purpose is to test the Wi-Fi, the internet in the car. So the positioning of the phone is not 100% critical right now. It's the stream. How does the stream look? What quality video can you actually watch? Is it, you know, in the 3s? Is it in the 4s? Is it at least 720? I won't know that until I check YouTube, because if you click on the video quality, it'll tell you what you could set it at. Most people have it in automatic. So if you don't have, I guess, like a computer, you're on your cell phone, sometimes it does lower quality. So I'm just curious, especially since I'm leaving my neighborhood. So I'm still in my area. I'm gonna be jumping on the highway. And I'm gonna be going to 2 different suburbs in Illinois, actually south of my location. And they should have better cellular. Eventually I'm gonna end up being in Chicago, which the signal in Chicago should be amazing. Main city, obviously, any location in the US, I'm assuming even in other countries, they really take care of their big cities. When you're out here in the suburb area, kind of, I'm like really up north, almost into a different state, they you're limited. You don't have the greatest signal sometimes. You don't have as many towers. Like right now, I wish I could get fiber in my area for my house, because fiber internet is really the best. I have Comcast right now. So when it comes to internet, whether it's cellular, or whether it's for the house, normally if you're in a big city, you got a lot of options. When you're in a suburb, especially the further away from the cities you are, the worse it gets. I didn't know there was a school here. You gotta be careful. As long as they don't have their signs out. City I'm in Lake County. That's the county, so I'm up north. Anyone that is familiar with Illinois, or if you Google like Great America, that's in Gurnee. I'm in that general area. I'm up north. I'm going to be driving to Northbrook, Illinois, and Mount Prospect, Illinois. And hopefully this mount holds and it doesn't fall off my dashboard. But I'm just south of the Wisconsin border right now. And now that I'm getting further away from my house, I don't know if the signal is going to get better. My car is showing full bars, but it's LTE, which means it's 4G, not 5G. The car doesn't do 5G. I don't know if that's something they could change in a firmware update. I don't know if that's something where you might have to take it into the dealer and they could upgrade it, because 4G, I mean, they recently, I think a lot of companies recently stopped supporting 3G. So now everything's like 4G, 5G for cell data, if I remember correctly. But eventually 4G is going to go out too. Now this car is only 3-4 years old. It's a 2020. So who knows? Maybe the 2024s or something are coming out with 5G in the cars. Now that I actually found my dash cam that I had with me in the Philippines, I put that one in this car for now. I bought the same one, brand new, and I'm gonna have that one professionally installed because I want it permanently installed in this car. The fact that I could take it in and out, I took it to the Philippines, I never put it back in my car, is one of the reasons that when I was in the accident, about 3 weeks ago now, give or take, I have no footage. I was playing around with the Insta360 with 360-degree recording and video. I thought I was live streaming. Weather was real bad. I started going back home. I told them at work I'm going to work from home. And as soon as I was by my house, and again, I thought I was live, I got hit. So I pulled over, I hit the button thinking I was turning the recording off, you know, the live stream off, and I actually started it. So it was an extra step to start it. So I have about 5-10 minutes of footage that I did live after I was in the accident, but it wasn't a hit. So, and I took it down. I still have it. I just took the visibility down on YouTube, because I didn't want any like legal issues if they're like, oh, you got footage, you know, of the of my client or whatever. I don't think it's ever going to meet lawyers, but we might have to go to court because their insurance is not doing anything for my car. I'm a little upset. So I'm getting the car fixed myself. And one of the last things they mentioned, and I'm waiting for clarification, it's been over a week, or it's about a week since I've heard, is they're claiming the guy might not, they had to verify the guy was on the insurance. So it's a hot mess with that. So I'm getting the car fixed myself. I bought this car because I can't be without a car in the area I live. Traveling is a must, especially with my job, or the way they have me with the job. Gotta be mobile. So I want the camera permanent in here. So I got the same camera. It's gonna be 4-camera dash cam. The front unit, and I'll probably take a picture of it before I end the live or show it. The front unit that goes on your windshield has a camera that goes forward. The other two you could adjust. So I have one coming out this way looking through the window, one going out that way looking through the window, and then there's a that I never installed, but the new kit should have it. So it's going to be a rear camera. So I'm going to have 4 cameras in there. Live in the South. Oh, you have a 2008 Impala? Yeah, I have a 2008 Pontiac G6, and that's what they hit a few weeks ago. And now I'm in a 2020 Ford, so I know some of the technology that changed, like the push start, but I never had one of those. So when I rented a car, it had that push start. Oh my God, the traffic, Jesus Christmas. It's very important when you're driving in my area to leave at certain times, because if you don't, this is what happens. So I'm actually running late. Normally I would have been here like 30 minutes ago. Look at this thing. This is a main street, which is normally what, 45 to 55. Looks like they're doing construction too, so that's probably the problem. But yeah, so it's either the construction or because I'm running about 40 minutes late. But I didn't like the rental because to shift the car was a knob. I'm used to my Pontiac with the shifter and the floor. So this one's a nice compromise. It's a Ford EcoSport 2020 titanium model or trim. So it has the push to start for the engine, but it also has the steering wheel heater, which I guess is nice. You just gotta get used to it. I accidentally turned the heat on the seat, so it was really hot on my back. That just was weird. And if I plug my iPhone straight into the ports in the car, it takes over the screen. I guess it does that CarPlay, which I never used before, but I really like it. And you use your phone's navigation, some of your phone's apps and stuff on it. It's got the rear view camera, which I think is real nice. It's got the sensors on the mirrors, which I think is real nice. So the car's nice. It's got a sunroof. It's slightly used. It's got some miles. It used to be a rental car, so the miles are a bit high for the age, but it's a big change. And I really haven't even learned all the buttons in this thing. I turn it on, I put it in drive, and I go. One thing that is nice, and I found out over the weekend, is there's a app that you download, and I think that's how you set up like the Wi-Fi and everything. So it's the Ford something app. It actually lets me lock the car and start the car from my phone now. So I think that's pretty cool, because I got used to that remote start on my Pontiac, and I was like, there's no way to start this car. But I can start it with the app now. So I think that's cool. But it looks like I just dropped to 3 bars on the car's internet. I don't know how the stream is doing. You're the only in the stream? Oh, that's fine. There's not always a lot of people when I'm live, especially since I'm not good at giving notice and posting and saying I'm going to be live at a certain time. I'm one of those, it's very hard to catch me if you want to. Because I just hit the button and start streaming. But I have been streaming a lot more the last few days because a lot of the stuff I want to test is not in my room. So I don't have all the equipment and everything to just record everything and then post it afterwards. I could just record on the phone too and post it afterwards, but this whole test requires something like this. And if it wasn't for the sun, I would show you guys the road, because that's interesting when you go from one area to the other. It's like right now on the left and the right of me, there's a lot of vegetation. I think the bus is blocking the sun, so maybe you could see it. So there's a lot of vegetation on the left and the right. This road is a pretty big road, and there is construction work, and we're merging. Not a good day. It's all right. I'm flexible with my work hours. It's okay. And then we're actually heading to the highway. Yeah, according to the phone, it's jumping. It said 5 and then 2 and now 1. It's jumping. But yeah, not much of a view when we're in traffic and the sun is blazing high. So it's gonna blind you guys probably. I might test going live at the end of work. I know with some viewers, especially from the Philippines, the hours are gonna be huge. Don't beep at me. We ain't going nowhere. And I'm gonna try to keep it clean. What? Where am I gonna go? It's up to the person behind where you're trying to come in, slow down and let you in. It's not up to me to go faster to let you come in when I got cars in front of me. This is one reason I wish I could just stay working remotely, especially with my job. I'm in IT. You don't need me in the street all the time. Oh, Indiana. Yeah, I'm just north of there. I'm in Illinois, but that's a good drive. Illinois is long. But yeah, I won't curse, but I can't say I'm gonna be calm the entire drive because I just don't understand drivers in my area. They're worse in the city. You know, I mean, there's a guy with a sign right now saying drive slow. There's construction work. There's cars in front of me. Why are you beeping at me to move? Like, where am I gonna go? My car doesn't fly yet. I'm just saying. And I'm not one of those drivers that drive on your bumper. I'm already too close for comfort. This guy's riding my butt almost. And I mean, where are you gonna go? Where's the logic? Where's the logic in this type of driving? I don't get it. I don't. This is why I can't chance it, especially with this car. I gotta have the cameras in there. I have to wait until the 21st to get the cameras installed because I don't want to take a chance of doing it during the weekday. It's Monday morning, so I gotta wait a couple weeks. It's gonna be a Saturday morning, and at least I'll have every angle covered with video recording. The nice thing is I could easily take this footage off of the camera and post it in my channel. That way when you see a numbnut like the guy behind me, or I see like the guy behind me, I can just post it on my original channel. Maybe not this one because it's more about tech and everything, and you know, be like, you know, where am I supposed to go, with like a question mark, and have the guy like beeping at me. I actually have a lot of footage from this camera that I need to still go through. When I was in the Philippines and driving around with Lala and stuff, so a lot of stuff going on, a lot of work, a lot of things, so I'm trying to catch up. So here's the thing. The guy that just beeped at me because apparently I wasn't, you know, moving fast enough for he could cut in, a guy just tried to cut over with him and he went faster to prevent him from getting in front of him. So again, I don't get drivers. I am a defensive driver nowadays, and I just don't see the logic in how a lot of people drive. That sun still. Let's see if that sun is still gonna bother you guys. And it seems like it's blowing out still. But you know, I want to show you guys what's going on, at least in front of me. So they're doing some work. Even if I would have came earlier, probably would have still been them out here working, but it wouldn't have been as crowded. I don't like to drive in front of a car. I give some distance. You got to give distance. And it says end of work zone. So now we're going to start moving. So speed limit here is about 55. I was only doing like 30. And I like my cruise control. We're still not even catching up to speed, but we'll get there. And again, I'm just testing the Wi-Fi that's built into the car. I'm using the free trial. Here in our area, we have AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile as like main carriers. So apparently, oh, okay, that's a pulled over car, not a stopped car. I thought he was stopped on the road. So, yeah, so apparently the car could use AT&T's cellular LTE, which is 4G. Now that I'm on the highway, I got almost full bars. Sun's on my side now, so you guys might get a little bit better view. But now that the sun's on my side, I can't see the phone at all. And I need to slow down because this car is smoother than I'm used to. And I'm speeding, so speed limit is 65 miles an hour. And I set my cruise control. So, like I said, running a little bit late, but we're a little flexible with our time. I'm the only guy right now that starts at 8 a.m. by choice. Most of the department I'm in starts at 9. So, even if I start like at 8:30, that's still okay. I just got to work an extra half hour at the end of the day. So if I'm late half an hour or an hour in the morning, I work an extra half hour at the end. Or I make it up during the week. It all depends on what's going on. So the important thing is to get the work done. I always put in my hours. That's one of the real good things with this job. I'm curious too what would happen if I left the vehicle hotspot on. I don't think it'll hurt anything. But I'm getting full bars now. And it shouldn't take too long to get to the first office, and I'm probably going to stop the stream there. So we probably got 10 to 15 minutes. And that also depends on traffic, because we're starting to slow down already. Geez. Yeah, if I would have left my house at 7 instead of 7:30-ish, that 30 minutes makes a huge difference, everyone. I'm just letting you know. I am doing good so far. Things are calming down now since I've been back. I was in the Philippines for a few weeks. Got back beginning of March. A lot of work to catch up on. A few other things. And things are getting a little bit better now. So try to keep things going, keep things rolling. Keep up with work, or start trying to keep up with work. Like I said, a lot of things going on, and try to keep up with the videos, and try to stream a little bit here and there, and be a little better about it. I think I was excessive this weekend. Probably posted and did like a few lives, so it's probably like about 5 videos or something this weekend alone. I gotta be better about that. 1 or 2 a week, maybe a live a week, or every other week. Maybe try to learn how to schedule things and not just start alive and take off. I'm a very just do it, you know. I'm bored, I want to do something, I just do it and then deal with it. But it's a bit more traffic than I'm used to. I normally don't like driving in this lane, but I also normally don't have this many cars around. So if I get a chance, I'll move over one. The reason I don't like the right lane is because you deal with all the cars getting on the highway. And sometimes they're not driving fast enough. Sometimes they're a little too aggressive and force their way in front of you. But it looks like I'm going to have a chance now to at least move over one lane. Alright, and I dropped 1 bar, but it doesn't look bad. Again, it's 4G, not 5G. And I'll see how the quality of the stream is later. But I'm not seeing any messages that I lost signal, that I dropped signal, that the stream stopped. And it's actually a pretty nice day today. It's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's not raining, it's not snowing. Snow in April is like weird to me. I lived here all my life in this area, and snow still bothers me. And to have snow in like April and stuff is like, why? I normally prefer to drive the roads, but I'm way too late to do that today. And because my screen is focused on the hotspot, I can't see what time it is. It's 8:06. I'm already after my normal starting time. But again, that's okay. Where am I? That's Town Line Road, that's Half Day Road. So it's saying six miles to the split, where if you're on the left, you start going to Chicago. If you're on the right, you stay in the suburb area. And that's almost where my exit is. So I got about 5-6 miles to go before I exit. So hopefully the view's not that bad. The sun should be on my side, so it's not in front of you guys. Oh, slow your roll. Oh, cars aggravate me. Look at it. Ah. Dude. Patience is a virtue. Slow it down. Everyone out here is in a rush. I mean, I'm already late. I'm not rushing. It is what it is. Oh, that truck looked like he's swerving a little. If you're in a rush, you got plenty of opportunity to go around me. I'm not driving that slow. I mean, 3 weeks ago it was snowing. That's why it was so bad for me that's why I didn't even go into the office. I turned around and went back home, and I worked from home. So just about 3 weeks ago, it was snowing here. It was like, really? But yeah, I finally got some stuff taken care of. Saturday, I mailed a bunch of packages that my friend from the Philippines wanted me to mail out. So I think it was like 6-7 packages, mailed them all except for 3. Store said 2 of them didn't have zip codes or something, and they claimed 1 was a wrong address, but it was just, there was no, what was that, apostrophe or whatever in the address. So when I get a chance, I gotta go back to UPS and try to ship those 3. I have them in the back of the car, so. Yeah, that truck in front of me is making me a little nervous. He's swaying a little bit. I'm gonna back off a little. Want to have more distance from that truck. I don't want to go on the left because since I can't really see very well in front of him, I don't want to miss my exit. I don't want to go on the right because that would probably be worse. I might have to just overtake him. But I definitely don't want to be directly behind him or too close to him. See how far I gotta go. Yeah, no, my exit's coming up pretty soon, I think, so I'll stay here. So I don't know if you can see the sign that's coming up. That's letting us know about the split. So on the left, you'd be going to Chicago. On the right, you'd be going to the airport in Indiana. So I'm going to be exiting before that. So here's my chance. I'm just get over one more. Get away from the truck. Make sure I'm in this lane for when I have to exit. But nothing fancy today. It's just the phone. I'm actually testing the Wi-Fi in the car. It looks like I lost another bar. But got about a mile to go. So I got to stay on my right. Make sure I make this exit. And it's a quick stop. I'm just running in to drop off a charger for a laptop. And then running back out. So once I get to the first stop, I'm going to clock in. We have an app that we clock in and out with. So when I get to this first location, I'll clock in. I'll send an email saying what I'm doing. And keep going from there. But I will be stopping the live when I get to the first office. I might look at the chat real quick, and then clock in and get some stuff done. So get off the highway here. So I'm in the Northbrook area now. And then from here, I'm going to be going to Mount Prospect, Illinois, which is only another maybe 15-20 minutes from here. I think it's like 8 miles. And I'm probably working there most of the day. Have a lot of stuff going on at that office. Now, at this exit, I like to stay on the right because only the right lane could turn on a red light. A lot of people don't know that, and they'll be in the left lane and turn, and that's very dangerous. But we are allowed to turn on a red as long as we're on the right. And he has every opportunity now. Okay. And now do I. All right. So now that I made my turn, I just got to get to the left, and we're almost there. It does look like this phone mount. Oh, light changed on me. That's fine. Does look like this phone mount is turning on me a little bit. Either that or it's just the sun. It's the sun. Gotta run. All right. Have a good one. So hopefully the manager's in the office and I can hand him the charger. If not, I'm gonna look for his mailbox. Just throw it in there. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna make this bite. Nope. Still getting used to the brakes and everything in this car. Ah, Maine. Okay. Yeah, snow's a pain. Snow's a pain. That's why, you know, I'm not that close to retirement age, I guess, for me. Not close enough. But I never did actually leave the Chicago, Illinois area other than going up north in the suburbs or south in the suburbs. So the weather's really still very, very much the same. And I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable not living in this area as far as I guess right now. Try to find, you know, work in another state and live in another state and property in another state. I mean, I'm pretty set up here, but the weather is blah at times. So I'm gonna probably do a couple more trips to the Philippines. Hopefully I can make it next year. And if things keep going the way they are, if my friend does an event every year, I'll try to get out there every year. Just to help out and to enjoy the Philippines where I can with vacation. I did hear that they're coming or they're trying to pass a new visa, nomad something visa, where it's like for remote work. You could come and go for like 2 years. If that passes and I could get my hands on that, would be nice to spend winter in the Philippines. I would have to work it out with my job and everything somehow. But it's something that I just have in my head now. I think I could do some vacation, you know, winter vacation in the Philippines if I could get a visa that is not going to be, you know, too much to deal with. Then nomad, I can't remember the name, but I think it had something to do with like nomad or like remote work visa. Really sounds interesting. But again, it's just me thinking. I'm in my 50s. I don't like winter. Retirement's not until like 67-ish. So that's still over 15 years. And I don't have a problem with working. I just really don't like winter anymore. Don't want to deal with winter anymore. The big difference would be the time zone, because I want to say with us, we just changed our time recently an hour. So I want to say we're still 13 hours difference. So it's 8:17 here. I believe it's in the morning, 8:17 a.m. I believe it's 9:17 p.m. in the Philippines. So that 13-hour difference would probably be an issue. More so for myself, because then I would be starting work at 9 p.m. ish and working through the night if I was there. But again, it's just some thoughts. I had a lot of fun on vacation there. Alright, so I got full bars around here and I'm almost at the office. So And then I want to do a speed test just to see here what it's like. I think the speed test I tried to take by my house was horrid. And I guarantee you, in the city, it's going to probably be amazing. So, end the live, do a speed test, clock in, start working. That is the plan. I think the sun's high enough where the footage shouldn't be washed out. Actually, I should stop the live before, because I can't advertise when I'm working, so I'm gonna try to stop the live now. All right, everybody.